Greetings from Lenawee County in the great state of Michigan. I am the Lenawee Trucker. I have a little project to do. This little jobber. It's part number 36479 from E-Trailer. It's a draw tight. Here's the information. Maximum gross weight 3,500 pounds. Maximum tongue weight 300 pounds. I don't think I'll be getting that high. I know I won't be getting that high with the trailer. But at any rate, this is going on this. Alright, here's the instructions for the installation. Let's see if we can't get down on here. As you can see, there's a little smaller one that goes right up here. And this is apparently an existing hole that's in some vehicles. I sure hope it's an existing hole in my vehicle. But at any rate, you put one of the small small ones up in there. You put one of the carriage bolts. I don't think that's the right one. No, it's not. Alright. A color-coded dummy. There you go. Put that in there. Slip that little doohickey through that hole. Pop the frame, or pop this little bugger up into place. Make sure the bolt goes through there. And then slip a nut, a washer and a nut in place. And maybe possibly coat this little bugger with a little bit of Loctite. A little bit of Loctite goes a long way. A little bit of Loctite will do you. And then here's the one. Here's the other one right here, where it goes up underneath here. This back part is apparently open. I'm taking their word for it. I'm hoping that it is. I'm hoping that I don't have to go through this little type of hole here. But at any rate, that's the bigger one. That's this bigger one. I thought that was a small one. But no, that's the bigger one. And there's the big 1/2 inch carriage nut. Goes on to the inside of the frame. So making sure that lines up and gets on there obviously is paramount, because you lose that in the frame, it's lost in the frame. You gotta start all over again. But yeah, so that's the project. And they give us, let's see, the smaller 3/8 torque to 30 foot-pounds. Big 1/2 inch 75 foot-pounds. That makes sense. Alright, now all I gotta do is put it in. Yeah, right. Wait, did I actually say well, I'm not gonna say it again. I'll edit that out. Alright, I got her up in the air. Not too high. I don't need it to go up too high. I just need to get a little bit of room so I can get my fat little belly up underneath here. Now, there this little bugger's gonna go. Ah, look, and there is a hole. It's right there. Oh, looky there. I see how this works. It is just a little doohickey to slip your nut up in there. Alright, not a problem, not a problem. So that's the hole right there. Yeah, you can get your finger up there. That's not a problem. Alright, cool. This might be a little bit in the way. Okay, we'll burn that bridge when we need to. And then, of course, right over here Here's the other side. Yeah. Same little hole. Sweet. All right. Let's get to it. As you can see, we got the carriage bolt in there with the little bracket that it goes through. And it's sticking through with the spacer on the outside there. So now we gotta lift this little bugger up into place. There you go. Got that set up. Unfortunately, I found out that without having the other side on, this is not going to want to go on. So I had a little bit of a hard time getting that to line up, but it's lined up. Got the nut in place. I'm just going to let it sit there and let it hold it so I can do the other side. But I'll show you how I did this. Now, in the instructions it says, have a friend help you. There's my friend right there. A couple boxes holding it in place. Now I'll get the other one up on that side. Then we'll drill a few holes and we'll get this thing set up the way it's supposed to be set up. To get these big 1/2 inch bolts into the back, I have to drill through the frame. And this little bugger got me one hole and started on the other, and then battery went dead. Alright, not a problem. Time for the big guns. If I can't do it with a battery, I'll do it with a freaking hammer drill. I will get through the other frame. It's only like an 1/8 inch steel. Okay, it's 2 pieces of 1/8 inch steel that happens to be welded together, but I will get through it one way or another. I will get through it. Alright, those of you who have watched my videos in the past know I don't give up. That one is through. The one over there is through. All I gotta do is try to get those screws up around that brake line, up into there, and then set those babies up. Oh, by the way, there has been a change in plans, strangely enough. There's not enough room on that bolt for both nuts. Up on top there, up there. So I'm using the one with the nylon lock on the inside. It's not all the way in right now because I still want to have a little bit of play on this thing, but that's just how it's going to be. I want a little bit of safety on there, and that's going to afford it for me. So what we got going on is this is apparently supposed to sit in there and lock up against the frame on the inside, and it sits like this. Yeah, there you go. Sits down like that. Now how do you get it through there? One of these. Dig it. Take this little bugger. You just thread it onto the bolt. Well, you get the idea, right? You thread it onto the bolt, it holds it, pulls it through the hole. Come on, focus. Pulls it through the hole, and then you're set. Now, since I need all 3 hands to do this, I'm going to probably, you're not going to see this, you'll just see the results of it. And there you have it. Sticking out. What you gotta do, yeah, come on, hold it steady, stupid. There's unthread this little jobber. And there you go. Same deal on this one, we don't have enough nut to take both the thread, the lock nut and the regular nut. So I'll go with the lock nut. Now that turns out to be like 3/4. I don't know if you can see that, but it's in. I'm not sure I like that too much, and I know I don't like this. I know I don't like that, but it will do for now. I don't have a ball on it because I don't know what size ball my trailer will have when I get it, so I'm just kind of winging it. The hitch is on, 75 for the 1/2 inch, 75 foot-pounds for the 1/2 inch, 30 for the 3/8, and the additional bolts or nuts that I wanted to put on the bolts will not fit. So instead of using the stock ones that came with the kit, I just used the ones that I bought at the hardware store, the lock nuts, and they should do just fine. So that's where we're at. Runaway Trekker out.